So this week we're going to be looking at the emergency services, and they are usually people who help us. So people who might make us feel better, or if we need their help in an emergency situation. So something maybe something bad has happened, we need their help. So we're going to take a quick look at just a couple of ideas of those people in emergency services. So but just before we do, I just want you to maybe pause this and have a little think about those people that might help us. And keep those ideas in your head, because we're going to be taking a look at a story about some of those people who help us, and then I've got a little challenge for you. So we've got emergency. So who's on the front of our book? We've got a fire engine and some firefighters. And what do they help us do? So if we have a fire, or something's happened, they can come and help us put it out. Call 999, emergency. Burglars making a getaway. Police car dashing, bright lights flashing. Help is coming, it's on the way. So what do the police help us do? If people aren't being kind koalas, they come and help us. Or if someone's being a little bit silly, they might need the police to help them just to think about what they're doing. Ambulance speeding, emergency. Wee-oo, wee-oo. Pull over, make way. Silent screaming, light beam beaming, help is coming, it's on the way. So we've got siren on top, making a noise to make the cars move out of the way. And why do we think that is? What's the ambulance doing? It's taking people who are very poorly, they're taking them to the hospital. And who do we have driving the ambulances? Do we know what they're called? Paramedics. And what they do is they try and keep the person healthy enough just so they can get to hospital on time, where doctors and nurses can then try and make them feel a lot better. Tree on the track, emergency, but breakdown train can clear the way. Huge crane, hooking, lifting, shifting, help is coming, it's on the way. Boat sinking fast, emergency, launch a lifeboat in the storm and spray. Long ropes tossing, lifeboat dropping, help is coming, it's on the way. So here we've got the Coast Guard, and they help boats along the coast, along the beaches and the water. They help people if they need help. Vroom, police motorbike, emergency, traffic build up on the motorway. Zipping, revving, cars directing, help is coming, it's on the way. Forest fire blazing, emergency, but firefighting planes zoom on their way. Swoop, swoop, swooping, and water scooping. Help is coming, it's on the way. River flooding, emergency, inflatable boats needed, no delay. Rescue supplies tugging, chug, chug, chugging. Help is coming, it's on the way. Going to look at one more. Big snowfall, emergency. Snow plough slowly clears the way. Pushing, shoving, tossing, tunnelling. Help is coming, it's on the way. Now they're just a couple of the emergency services that we have in this country, but some other places do need them a little bit more. So I want you to have a think. You had some ideas in your head before. Can you say them? What other emergency services do we have? Who else helps us? Okay, so your challenge is to have a go at creating a mind map of all of those people. Now, a mind map is lots of those ideas all around the thing that we are talking about. So we're talking about the emergency services, the people who help us. So in the middle of your paper, it would be brilliant to write emergency services or people who help us. And around the edge, I would love you to have a go at drawing those emergency services. Who do you think I have here? It's got a cross on it. Has a little, I've forgotten the siren so it moves out the way for cars. Yeah, it's an ambulance. An ambulance. So they take poorly people to the hospital. Who have we got here? Oh, we've got a long hose squirting out water. We've got a ladder, a fire engine. a fire engine in case people need help putting out a fire. Who have we got here? Now I know your drawings are going to be a lot better than mine are. Someone was on a bike, they were trying to move the traffic along. They do help people if someone's not being a kind koala and you need their help. We got the police. Did we have any other people we could think of? When we're in an ambulance and they take us to the hospital, who can we meet at the hospital that make us feel a lot better? Doctors and nurses. So you might want to draw some people who are doctors and nurses. And they always have lovely big smiles on their faces, don't they? To make us feel nice and better. Nice big smiles. Again, I know your drawings are going to be a lot better than mine are. And they'll have their uniforms on so that they can help people who are poorly. And there are also some other people that help us. So another challenge then, if you have had a go at drawing all of your emergency services, or the people who help us in emergency services, could you have a go at labelling your work? So, if I was to do ambulance, that's quite a tricky word, but if we could just hear the first sound in ambulance, what's that first sound? Ambulance. Ambulance. What's the next sound? Ambulance. Makes the U sound. Soft sound. Ambulance. Got the ambulance. Or we've got the police. Police. What's that first sound we can hear in police? Have the police. Okay, so that is your challenge today, is to create a mind map of all of those people in the emergency services that help us. Do as many as you can, do as many pictures as you can, and if you do want to challenge yourselves, have a go at labelling them as well. We're all really excited and looking forward to seeing what you come up with. Well done.